So someone now has to explain to me. I did this the other day, and they put it up as a segment at 105throughthefan.com. So clearly my neck is on the line. If Jason Kidd crushes it here, I'm going to get made fun of throughout his tenure. But I said they should stay away from Jason Kidd. Explain to me on paper why this makes sense. Both times he left were controversial, 96 and 2012. The second time he agreed to return here, changed his mind, and left for the Knicks in free agency. While coaching, after one season with the Nets, he forced his way out and went to Milwaukee. Milwaukee traded for him. He wanted more power within the Nets. Milwaukee fired him midway through his fourth season. He has never had a team finish more than 2 games over 500. His overall record is 182 and 190. After getting rid of him, Milwaukee went on to have a 60-win season with virtually the same roster. He's known to be a backstabber and an opportunist, that he's always looking, that every head coach should be looking in the rear view because J. Kidd is coming with that coaching knife. And to top things off, he's had some legal issues. 2001, pled guilty to domestic abuse for assaulting his then wife. They got divorced. 2012, arrested and charged with DWI, crashing his SUV into a telephone pole. Pled guilty, suspended for the first 2 games of his head coaching career. Just explain to me why on paper this makes sense, even though Rick Carlisle advocated for Jason. We know he's one of the great players and minds in the history of the NBA. As a player, has not translated in 2 separate stops as a head coach.
You're spot on. Okay, but
I'm just trying to judge what I see as a head coach on paper.
Why did he go to the Lakers?
I don't know.
Because LeBron wanted him to go to the Lakers, probably. Right? LeBron. Dame wanted him in Portland. What is the Mavericks' biggest issue?
Keeping Luka happy?
Second biggest issue.
What's happening in the front office?
Third biggest issue.
I don't know.
Recruiting free agents.
Recruiting free agents, yes.
As the fan text says, all the Mavs need is someone that current NBA players think is cool.
Yeah, but
does Jason Kidd?
But who did he recruit in the other places? You know, if you want to recruit, there's one guy. There's one guy to know, and there's one guy to be friends with. You know who that person is, and it's not Nico.
Rich Paul.
Rich Paul. Unfortunately, you know, like it or not, that's the way. Rich Paul had a meeting with the Sixers the other day, and it's like, wait a second. Your client, Ben Simmons, sucks and looks like he's got no heart and no spine and maybe screwed up in the mind on the basketball court. And you're going to call a meeting with us to maybe demand a trade? You're going to demand a trade out of here after you had that type of performance? If that's what the meeting was about, which everyone is assuming they're talking about next destinations. Yeah. I mean, that's how powerful Rich Paul is.
Very powerful. But, you know, like he's not available to coach at the moment. Or he's not a coach. I don't know. Like, this to me is a simple NBA dudes like this guy. He is generally well respected around the league. They think he's an elite basketball mind. You know, did he do a great job recruiting while he was here? No, but he was also old, you know, and they didn't know how long he was going to be here. But Jason Kidd, to me, would be able to theoretically help. Rick Carlisle did not want anything to do with recruiting. People didn't want to play for him anyway. Like, he's not oh, man, let's go play for Rick Carlisle. Like, he's a good coach, but he was kind of cantankerous. Jason Kidd is like, if there's a tiebreaker, he's the tiebreaker. It's like, yeah, the money here is great. The money there is great. The city here is cool. The city here is cool. They've got a star. This team's got a star. This guy's got a coach who's kind of a you-know-what. And this guy's got Jason Kidd. And I'll go over here.